If I got money on the line, I gotta ride.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my page. And as promised, I'm going to tell you guys 6 things I've learned so far about living in Spain. Number 1, Madrid is a huge metropolis that is similar to New York City. Actually, it reminds me a lot of New York City. There's huge high rises, there are apartments everywhere, there's buses and trains that run every 10 minutes. There are people coming and going from sunrise to sunset, as well as they don't eat dinner until 9:30, 10 o'clock, which has definitely been a struggle for some of my friends because they're used to eating around 6, but it's not a problem for me because I normally don't have dinner until 9:30, 10 o'clock. With that being said, clubs around here do not open until midnight, which is crazy because we're used to going to the club around 9:30, 10 o'clock, and then the let out happening at 2. Not here. Like I said, they don't open until 12 and they don't close until 6. So it's definitely going to be an adjustment for any of my friends that want to go, as well as it's hard getting into the clubs. For example, a lot of these clubs you can't even get into without having some type of connection that can get you in. Or you have to have a reservation due to COVID happening. So we're going to see what happens in regards to me and my friends trying to go clubbing because we haven't had any luck so far. Also, Madrid has a huge gay community known as Chueca. Like you will see rainbow flags everywhere. Even the metro station has rainbows painted all over the walls. You see posters with gay couples on it. Like, this city is really diverse. Number 2, Madrid is one of the cleanest cities that I've ever visited. In every apartment and every hotel that I've gone to so far, they have different containers for compost, like 2 to 3 different kinds of recycle for your glass and your plastic, as well as something for trash. And on every other block, they have huge receptacles that are over 5 feet tall for people to throw their recycle in, as well as dispose of any clothes that they no longer use, and to ensure that trash doesn't end up on the ground. And every night, they have civil servants that come through to pick up any type of trash that gets left on any street corners, as well as to pick up the recycle and trash. And every night, they come by and they clean the sidewalks with soap and water. At first, we thought that this was due to COVID, but when we were talking to some people, we found out that they have been doing this for years, as well as because of all the cleaning that they do, Madrid does not have any rodents like rats and mice, which is really exciting for me because those that know me know I hate rodents. Okay, number 3 is for all my pet lovers out there. Now, the dogs here in Madrid are really well behaved. It is not unusual to see pets roaming around off leash. A lot of time, the owners will let them roam around the parks without any type of guidance. You'll see them walking in front or behind their owners when crossing the street. Whenever you go to a restaurant or the store, you'll see a dog sitting outside waiting for their owners. All the owner has to do is tell them just to wait. And even the shopkeepers have a spot outside that they allow for the owners just to leave their pets. It's really amazing to see sometimes. Okay, number 4, Madrid has quiet hours that usually starts around 11 p.m., meaning you cannot have any type of house parties. And if you're renting a room in someone's apartment, you can probably have 1 or 2 visitors during the daytime, but no overnight guests. After 11, they don't want you having any type of loud conversations or making too much noise. If you're on the phone with someone, they recommend that you put headphones in and that you don't have any type of video calls happening. The reason for this is because everyone lives in real close proximity to each other, and the walls are really thin in almost everybody's apartment. For example, if someone is taking a shower upstairs, you can hear them as if they were taking a shower in your own apartment. You hear the water running, you can hear conversations from people in 2 or 3 apartments away. I have an outer bedroom, so every night I hear the traffic passing by my window. I hear conversations happening outside, and it's really difficult to even get any sleep after 7:30 because that's usually when people are coming and going to work. So definitely you have to respect the 11 p.m. quiet hours. Okay, number 5, restaurant etiquette. Now, this has definitely been a hard adjustment for my friends and I while staying here. Number 1 being waiters are salary employees, so some of the behaviors that we're accustomed to in the States are highly discouraged. One being tipping. Now, usually in the States, if someone does a really good job with waiting on you, you give them a nice tip. Tips are not allowed over here because it kind of signifies to the waiter that you think that they don't get paid enough, so you're giving them more money. Therefore, they will not allow you to tip. The second thing that has really been hard for us is helping the waiters out. Normally in the States, we will stack up plates to make the job easier on our waiters or even try and fix the tablecloths or even put all of our food on one plate so that they don't have to clean up so much after us. But I've had my hands slapped for trying to help out the waiters. You do not do that. And that's because you're telling the waiter that they're not doing their job correctly if you're trying to help them out. The other thing that we have noticed is you have to flag a waiter down if you want the check. They will let you sit there all day having conversations. And if you don't let them know, hey, I'm ready to pay and leave, you can really just sit there all day. And that is hard for us because we're like, hey, is anyone going to come by, ask us about our meal? Anything? No. As well as taxes are already included in your meals, so you don't even have to worry about that. The other big thing that we notice is they only provide you with one check. So if you're at a table with a party of 6, they're going to bring you a check with everything that you ordered, and everybody at that table has to look at the receipt and figure out how much was their meal and put that towards the bill. Because otherwise, somebody is going to have to put down their card and you're going to end up having to pay them later. Okay, number 6, PDA, public displays of affection. I thought we were bad about this in the US, but Madrid definitely has us beat. It is not unusual for you to find a girl straddling her boyfriend on a park bench on almost any street corner. Now, sometimes they'll be having conversations face to face, but 9 out of 10 times, they are deep in a makeout session. I've even seen it where a couple is having a picnic and the girl is sitting on top of her boyfriend feeding him fruits. I've even been told that if I go to the park in the middle of the night, I will find several couples having sex there. So it is not surprising that in some subway stops, you're going to find some condom dispensers. Now in the US, we do have sex shops, but they are covertly located. Here in Madrid, in the city center, they are everywhere. You can find a sex shop on almost every corner, as well as in the different communities surrounding the city. Now, with the sex shops being almost on every street corner, they have displays out. They have their doors wide open, inviting people to come in. Like, it is definitely a different experience here in Madrid, and you can tell that they are liberated. Okay, so that is 6 things I've learned so far about Spain, and I can't wait to see you guys next time to tell y'all more about what is happening on my new adventure.
Baby, don't you tell me nothing. Don't leave me lonely till the morning. I got time for it. She wanna fucking sip Patron, got the lime on it. You talk a lot, but I don't wanna waste my time on it. I got money and it's still money on my mind, shorty. I come through in that yellow cool, shorty. I be so cool, shorty. When I come through, shorty, know what to do for me, yeah, yeah. Tell me how much time you wanna